The common thing with pediatrics is, your child has an earache, and you do a lot of ears too.
I did.
And we know, is it time to go to the doctor or the ER? And earaches are probably the #1 reason for taking kids to the ER or the doctor's office. So it'd be great, when they get there, oftentimes the doctor says, oh, they look pretty good, it's probably a wasted trip. How is a parent to know whether they should go in or not? And this is a kind of a cool new device. It's called the ear check. It basically checks for, it doesn't tell you if your child's has an ear infection, but it kind of says if it's likely or unlikely.
Cool. So to help you make a decision, do you go see the doctor or not?
Right.
Well, I'm going to explain to you what happens with a middle ear infection. I love my new ear.
Yeah, this is a great ear.
This is like a big ear.
Yeah.
Hello.
I can show everything. So on these kids' eustachian tubes are a little bit smaller. They're not quite developed completely, so they're very prone to eustachian tubes closing down. What happens? It forms negative pressure behind your eardrum right here. What that does, it draws fluid in behind that eardrum. Sometimes it becomes glue-like. And what happens is, with a middle ear infection, your eardrum doesn't vibrate like it does normally. And that's exactly what that device is going to check.
We call it tympanometry. And I'm going to show you kind of how it works. Basically, you put this into the ear.
Do you want my ear, Jim?
Yep. Actually, we're going to see it on the screen here. You put the thing into the ear, and it sends some sound waves to the eardrum, and it measures how the sound waves bounce back. With no fluid, they bounce back they don't bounce back. But with fluid, you see they bounce back. The device senses that, and then tells you on the screen here if there's fluid unlikely or there's fluid likely.
This is a little sonar device.
Exactly.
Pretty cool.
And it doesn't hurt. It just kind of makes some funny beeping sounds, and it tells you right here, consult the doctor, or watch and wait, or you're okay.
These are good options, but you can't replace this with that motherly instinct of looking at your child and saying, my child does not look well. Yeah. Even if you get a green light on this.
Yeah, you wouldn't want it, right. If they don't look right, this is more for your child that looks well, but just, oh, my ear hurts.
And you're not sure.
Try this, and if it's fine, then you're probably okay with just waiting or just calling the doctor instead of rushing up.
I might have an ear infection right now if you want to test me.
You should. Just do it to yourself. It costs $50. So it's, if it saves you a couple of co-pays, it'll probably pay for itself.
Yeah.